All right, so I'll get you to click on Alison Lewis. And then the first thing that I want to do is actually, if you go on the little dots above Alison, the 9 dots there in between the home and the little profile on the left-hand side.
Sorry, what was that?
On the far left.
On the far left, there's 9 dots under home. I just need you to go there and go business settings. Oh, okay. No, I don't want to see that. Go back on the hamburger on the left, up next to business manager. They're not managed. You don't normally manage them under those business that just happen to be there, right? So let's go into.
Well, this was where I stopped, and this was one of the reasons I contacted you originally, was the fact that I've got 4 businesses, and I wanted to try to make sure I can manage them all effectively.
Yeah. So if you're going to put them all under, but at the moment when you've been running ads,
I don't go in here at all.
Oh, how do you run ads? How do you do it?
It's just the really simple interface.
Yeah. So show me that again. So that's it. You don't go into here, no, and neither do we, because often by going the other way, it becomes too difficult. Just so you know.
Yeah, I would rather difficult, to be honest, because the other one's a bit too. I can't even.
But remember, I'm telling you that if I was sitting in your shoes, I'm telling you the way that I would do it for us, right? Because otherwise, because realistically, you've got a situation here where you have to be Alison, right? Anyway. So
anyway,
yeah. So I would.
I'm trapped in this.
Yeah. So see on the top right, go your personal ad account. Click on your personal ad account. So we just need to update the personal ad account. Instead of saying Alison, it should be have an ABN. It should say Fenwick Group. So I would say go into. So we're already in that now. So can I get you to copy that Facebook ads URL up the top for me and just paste that into Basecamp? Because that's the ad account that you use, and you've used, at least to some degree, you've used successfully, correct? You've managed to create ads, basically. Yep. So just go down and create another comment. Just go to the bottom and just paste it in there, and would probably be another couple of other things we would do too. So then we'll go back to that ads manager. And click on the 9 dots again for me. And go billing. At least billing I know is not going to take me to okay. So that's that. Go payment settings. Click on payment settings. Okay. And then, so that's all okay. Then on the left-hand side, under the 9 dots, can you click on that add accounts? Yep, click on add accounts. Right. And now this is where I wanted to be. So can I get you up the top, instead of calling it ad account name Alison Lewis, can we call it the group? And then you might want to call the business name Triple Centered. Or you can just call it all the Fenwick Group if you want. It's up to you. But whatever's the ABN, do they have the same shared ABN or?
They do, but I'd rather.
Yeah, so then put the business details in. The good thing is you're on the right currency in the right time zone, which is only happens 3 times out of 10. So that's a good thing. Then you will need to put the address in, and you will need to. So I would put the whatever billing address or whatever address you normally use. This isn't
What is-
visible. This isn't visible to anybody other than you. And basically, it's more for the fact that it's something you can give your accountant when you're spending money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's save those changes. And now if you can add myself in there as well. Oh, here's an issue though. Are me and Alison, did we connect?
I don't know if you saved it, if you were invited.
So try typing my name in and see what happens. Yeah, oh, there I am. Yeah, no, I'm in there. Okay. Yep. Cool. And then and you put Hannah in as an advertiser. Okay. Great. So this isn't like, so in this case, Hannah, now once you've got that, we can see that in our ad accounts.
Yep.
So that's been connected. That's perfect. Often that can be an area we have an issue with. And Steve, the reason I start to get a bit funny when we start to set complexities up for businesses, it generally doesn't work for anybody. Whilst there is, so I understand what you're saying, but I would suggest it's just all managed under the group, and you just have a little filter thing that says, okay, well, this is an ad for TSC, and this is an ad for, and you just do a 3-letter.
What will I do with my pixels when I set up the 4 pixels?
Oh yeah, no, the pixels. Well, the same thing with the pixels. You can apply the same pixel to all of them. Let's do that next, right? So now let's go to the dots. Have you set up any pixels yet?
No.
Okay, so let's do that now.
Because I wanted to make sure I had this right, so they're all feeding into one place rather than actually different accounts.
So let's go on this one. It's basically down below business setting. It's events manager.
Yep.
Okay, and so we're sitting in Fenwick Hill Group. Just go plus.
So added the pixels into the site. Yep.
No. So it doesn't look to me like there is any. So you're going to go connect the data source. So to start with, you're going to connect the Fenwick Hill Group. So go web. Yeah, get started, and then go Facebook Pixel, and go connect. And then you're going to copy it, enter the name. So in this case, we're going to call it Triple Centered, yeah. And then you're going to copy and paste the Triple Centered website there. And then you go continue. And so we don't normally keep going here, because if we do, we start getting into, but if you think you can do this quickly, you can, but otherwise it's going to take our time. So all we do is we go email. So what's that, sorry?
So what were you saying?
So I would connect to Facebook. So you don't need to connect this immediately. I would just close this, right?
Yep.
And then you would go.
I just want to check how I'm going to do it later.
Yeah. So down below you go connect pixel set, continue pixel setup.
Continue. Right. Okay. Yep.
But click on that. But I do want you to click on that because I want to copy this pixel. So I'm strange. What's it saying? Select another integration, give feedback. What happens when you go select another integration? Close. I want to just basically send it. I want to email it, right? Continue, create. Click on the next to the create on the right hand side. Just do a drop down there. Yeah, go create lookalike. I'll go settings. Go settings for me. Sorry, on the settings, yeah. So copy that pixel ID and number for me, yeah. And just put that in. So just go edit with your last message. Just go edit for the last, so we don't get multiple emails. But go edit in there and just go paste for the number. And you can actually paste the whole. No, not yet. Actually, go back to Pixel. I just want to copy this code. That's all. I want to, so first I need to find the code, but usually it says email instructions to a developer, right? Cookie, advanced message, event setup, okay, track conversions.
We normally use a plugin called Caffeine for WordPress, which
That's not,
works very well.
it's not my language, unfortunately. So what I'll get you to do is go overview underneath, so on the left-hand side, overview. So clearly we've already it's created it. So I see it says overview in the middle though. Sorry, mate. It's next to, it's got history, diagnostic, overview. It's weird when it says that, but it's only taking us. This can happen when the pixel code isn't installed. Once your website is finished, the pixel installation include adding tasks. Okay.
Because I haven't put it on the website yet.
No, that didn't matter. I'm going to see what I see from my end for a second. Won't be a second. Okay, just bear with me. What we're trying to work out is there should be a way to send this pixel. Where it says test, even if you just click on a couple of those things, overview, test events, diagnostics, but it shouldn't be that hard. So just give me a second. Oh, there you go. Set up manually. I say scroll down. I set up manually. Is that? Ugh. Okay. I'm in there now. The funny thing is, I'm going to get exactly the same screen, I reckon. Well, that's what's coming up at the moment. But it just means at least I have a little play on this one, see if I
Tracking set up tomorrow because it's every day that goes by, I'm missing out on that data, and no doubt that'll be part of our advertising strategy.
Yeah. I see. I got something differently. So when you go, when I click on install manually, so if you go to create up the top on that right green button where it says create, yeah, drop. Ugh. Wow, I'm tempted just to copy and paste it and put it in for you. But anyway, so sorry, go back to overview. Where it's just sorry, overview in the middle under triple centered. Let's go continue pixel setup and go. See, you're not being asked to do it manually, so you don't have the option. Select another integration. If you go, see when I do it, it asks me whether I want to do it manually. So click send, then go select another integration, but then.
It might be because I chose website. Did you not choose website?
No, I didn't. No, there's nothing. So stop sharing and I'll show you what mine does, right? So basically, and then I'll just copy and paste it into Basecamp for us.
Yep.
Okay. Right, so exact same screen as yours, correct? Yeah?
Yeah.
and then we go continue pixel integration, and see how it's got install code manually. And that's what I click on. And then I know that's going to give me that. So I'm going to go email instructions, right? And I'm going to email the instructions to you, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll just basically find, copy and paste your email. Or if you're just going to tell me your email again, Steve at
fenwickhillgroup.com.au.
group.com.au. Now, for most people, they'd be like, why the hell are you going to send me the code? Right? So usually all we do is basically copy this code, right? So this is the code the developers.
I know how to do.
Yeah, so that's right. So you're a different cat to most people that we're talking to, right? So I'm still going to send it, but I've copied that. And I'm just going to put that code into basic. So
Yeah.
Jeepers. Okay. So close there. So in fact, I'm going to put it into where oh, you've got one already open. I'll just call it Pixel. In fact, if you send that one that you've got on your Basecamp, I'll just add it into that, Steve. So if you hit send on that now, then I'll add it in.
What do you mean?
So you know, in Basecamp, you already did a couple of cut and pastes. Oh, there you've already. I can see it now. It's okay. I'm just going to paste your pixel into there, so you've got it there as well. Okay. And then I'm going to stop sharing. We'll go back to you again. Okay. So now, basically, if you go to, so you'll get an email, and it's also in Basecamp, that pixel code. So that's something you can do next. But I'll get you to go back now. We'll do an audience, right? I want to look at these audiences and where we're going to target. Have you done any saved audiences before? No? You've done those ads that you did before, were they just Facebook suggested audiences?
No. I don't know. I can't remember if I saved them, that's all.
Okay. So go to the dots and then go audiences next to business settings.
Oops. All right, sorry.
So next to business settings on the top right. Oh, sorry, not top right. That part. That's it.
I think I did save one audience.
Okay, good. We'll use that as our basis, and then we'll call. Oh no, it doesn't look like it. So we're going to create a saved audience, and then we're just going to go. So create a saved audience. We'll just call it triple centered 2020. And this one will go. We'll go this one. Just call it Sydney for now, and then we're going to do a Sydney plus. Okay, and then I'm going to get you to go type in Sydney underneath Australia. And then you probably can make that, well, 25 miles is probably a good radius for Sydney. So let's now go, what age group do people, are they normally buying this product?
I normally do it about 60.
Oh, I managed to get in the age group, Hannah. You got knocked out. All right, but you're basically, is it just women?
Predominantly.
Okay, so let's do that. Right, and let's do. So now in the things, we're going to say, well, let's see what happens when we type in candles. Just do candles. Yeah, click on candle, and then click on.
Candlelight's one that I always include.
I click on candle first, and then click on Then type in candles, multiple. Yeah, you can click on all of those. You can't have too many. And just so you know, Party Light Candles only has 5,000 across the globe. So that would be minuscule, right? That audience. Now you can click on suggestions and it'll keep bringing them up. Yeah, click on all of those things that are probably relevant, right? Aromatherapy, essential oil, home decor products. Probably not jewelry.
What are these things?
The good thing with you is you probably don't have to go too wide and broad because I think everything else is probably going to be captured in some of these ones already.
Yeah.
Let's have a look how big this audience is out of interest, Steve. Up the top right. Scroll up, yeah. 370, it's on the large side, but it's not overwhelmingly large. I'd almost tell you that you may as well, you know how you said before, why don't you put in the name of the company?
Yeah, I think I've tried it before.
I don't think it'll come up. It's too small probably, but you should put in triple centered. See what happens if you do triple centered.
I'm in the wrong.
Yeah, no. So try triple centered at the bottom. Just see what happens when that you put that in. No. Okay.
No.
Can I get you to just save this audience now? Because that's actually quite a good audience, Steve. Because I actually generally, for me, 370 is on the high side, right? So now I'll get you to click on, but let's add Melbourne as well. Or maybe, do you want to go just to all those other capital cities? We'll do a Sydney and then we'll do everywhere else, Sydney plus everywhere else. So you basically have which will probably finish up being more like 1 million than 370,000, just so you know.
So just create again.
No, so all you do is you click on that link, yeah. So do it, yeah, and then go edit. And this time, all you're going to do is add the other capital cities, right? And then at the end, we're going to save as new. So yeah.
Sorry, Steve. I've got to go now.
No worries.
Sorry about that.
No,
Thanks, guys. Looking forward to working
Thanks
with
very
you.
much.
Thanks, Hannah.
Enjoy your Arvo.
See ya.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Steve. Bye.
speak soon. Okay. Did you want to make with this one make Sydney 50 mile?
Yeah, because Newcastle's actually pretty good too.
Well, you could just add Newcastle if you wanted to. Will that be in it? Oh, it will, yeah. Okay. So then instead of updating, just go save as new, and you'll just call this one Australia, to be honest. With most businesses, I wouldn't recommend something this size, but you've got a fairly fast moving, easier to buy product. Yeah. So, rightio. So they're your two saved audiences. I'll put them in Basecamp. But what I want to do now is do you want to create an ad?
Yep.
So is there how you were saying before around offers and that sort of stuff? you want me to just do you want to create an ad, or do you want to tell me once you've got it in, once we're all set up in Basecamp, what it is you want to? My suggestion to you, given
I mean, well, I guess there's two things here. I'd rather that we're running our adverts that relate to our offers.
Yep.
And you're running everything else, including probably the main one that you can help me run is that $25 VIP ad.
yeah,
Which
so
is that's what I've been spending like 100 every 10 days or whatever on.
just because I'm mindful of time, I reckon we should be turning off at 2:30, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll mock something up, and as you said, I think your first ad should be slightly more generic, and it's around getting people to sign up to the club and the $25 off offer, right? So that's okay. I can do that. So
and if you have a look, you'll be able to see what I did before as well. So
yeah, so I've made a note of that. So $25, as you said, I'll just do a clean skin version, if you like, right? So basically, and we're just going to do it for brand awareness to start with, because I want to get massive reach for you, but they can still click through to the website to find out more and become a member, right? So that's what we want to do, because I think it'll go like the clappers, particularly in Melbourne at the moment, right?
absolutely.
So we'll just do the core call to action, right? So that's great. So
I would actually do another group with just Melbourne, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We'll separate. We'll separate. So, do you want me to do then like a $3, $3 a day for each of them? Is that within the realms of budget for you guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do a $3, and I'll just make one Sydney, one Melbourne, and one Australia. And that'll be an interesting, and in fact, I won't do it like a split test. I'll just run them, and then we can change it when we've worked out what's working the best, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, so we'll do it that way. Sid, Mel, and Oz. Perfect. Okay, so let's just jump back to Basecamp for me. So I just want to talk through about, in this last little bit of time. So that's fine. From an ads perspective, you'll smash it. I've got no doubt. It's going to go like nuts, right? Given I'll make it, it'll be a good image post. There'll be a good call to action, and we'll put it through to the website. So it should, people should knock themselves out and jump all over it, hopefully, right?
Yep.
Or at least become far more aware than what they were previously. So yeah, stop about there. So basically, we've done the ads. So
you've got 550 likes on this. Invite them to follow your page. Is that correct? I should be doing that. I have been doing that.
Of course, yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, okay. Just in case I was doing that wrong.
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's good that you're doing that, because we often remind people of that. What will happen if we do a brand awareness at $9 a day across Australia? You're going to get a lot of that, right? You'll get a lot of that, and so you invite them. So it's a great way to build page numbers up, right?
Yeah.
In fact, I do that instead of ever promoting for page likes. I don't reckon I've promoted for page likes for 2 years.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I just promote a post that gets massive reach, and then you can invite them to like the page.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So you're one step ahead of most people. That's great. All right. So that's Ads Manager. What I want you to do is I'll just get you to open up so that I can see the website, and I'll just talk what I think would be a good posting schedule. So clearly, maybe the best way to go is almost to the site map down below. I think you've got a site map on this, don't you?
Well, this is the closest to
Yeah, down the bottom sort of helps me out a little bit, right? So pretty much your home page has a lot of the key sort of messaging, right? So
the other, okay, I'll show you the key ones. That's the scent info. Okay, these are all the specific scents. So these are great topics.
Yeah.
So
am I right to say scent info would be a great, let's do that on a Monday. I'm going to talk about the different scent info on a Monday. All right. Yeah. We need to talk about products probably on Tuesday. So we're going to look at Enlightened products, Be Enlightened products on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so you just pick one of the products each time.
So effectively, you've got Be Enlightened. And then maybe on Thursday we do Hand or Sixth Sense. We choose between those two and we just flip. What do you think?
Yeah, I've got a new. Just let me grab it. I realise that our categories are a bit crap. I'm going to be candles, body, home, and diffusers. Those are there's 4 categories. So home is everything that doesn't go on your body, isn't a candle, isn't a diffuser. Okay.
Okay,
So
I think you've kind of answered that for me though. I think because Triple Scented started out as a candle business, I reckon on Tuesday we're going to talk about candles, right?
yes, great.
On Thursday we're going to talk about home, body, or
Well, home and body are separate as
I
far
know,
as I'm
but,
concerned. But yeah.
but what I'm thinking is we might go through the list of body first, and then and we'll do that for consecutive weeks, and then we'll get
Yeah.
to diffusers. Did you say is next?
Yeah, diffusers.
And then we'll get to home.
Diffusers do kind of fall under home, but because it's such a big, important category,
Yeah.
I when we rebuild the site, that'll be a separate category, diffusers. Yeah.
And often on Fridays we do testimony, but I think you've sort of told me that you're always going to have certain offers and things. So I think Fridays should be it's really sort of talking about the benefits of the BIP club, or it's sort of offers. It's that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
actually, Friday would be very good to talk about the VIP club because Saturday morning 7:30 is when the VIP email goes out.
Okay.
Last weekend, I got $1,500 of sales from the VIP email, and so telling people get in now, and you will get them off the upcoming week's offer, apart from the $25 voucher.
Yeah.
Friday's a perfect lead-in because on the Saturday, I will actually do a promo for what the upcoming offer is for the week. There's a public promo on Facebook, but there's a gift voucher promo only for the VIPs on the mailing list. No one else gets it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So, yeah.
It sounds like you could easily create a group within this page, just so you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that sounds like a pretty straightforward and easy scheduling plan, just so you know. So
I see what you're saying. So a group for the VIPs.
You group the VIP in the page, and they'd be invited, to be part of the.
Of course, that would be good.
The other thing is, on a Monday, you see all these scent information. It's very easy for me to find, imagery for a white grapefruit. I just put in the imagery, and actually,
I'll share our G drive with you, because we've already taken all of that.
I have you. We'll put them into our Dropbox if you can.
See this?
Okay.
So every scent has an image on her site.
Yeah, so if you can put those scent images into... so is that...
Do I have... I'm just going to share it with you, and then you can put it in your Dropbox.
Exactly. It looks like all those images could probably be right-hand clicked and saved, correct?
Yeah, I've already got... That's what I'm saying. I've already got them all saved on my Google Drive.
Beautiful. Yeah. So just send me the link then. Send me the link, exactly. and I'll do that. Maybe just put it in now into Basecamp, and then we won't forget.
Well, I'll share it to you right now, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So you can. Once you've done that, we'll go back to Basecamp, and then we've basically nailed it.
I'll share the scent images and the product images with you.
Yeah, that'd be good. To be honest, it should almost be just a drag and drop into Dropbox. The reason I say Dropbox is we can use it with Hootsuite, and all we then need to do is just go from one, just pick it straight up, rather than even having to save and put in, which takes us even more time. So
Oh, you can do that.
I'm sure I'll work it out. But if I've got the link to this website, I'm sure I can save them as I go, right?
You don't have to, because the whole folder we've saved that.
Okay, well, I'll be able to
You
drag
have
it.
it in your email now. If you click in your email
Yeah,
now,
I should be able to do it. Okay, no worries. So just jump back into Basecamp for me, Steve, and we'll just put a line under where we're at.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm pretty clear. That's going to be realistically, you're not going to run out of content, or we're not going to run out of content from. We won't be really recycling anything probably from over 6 months, right? There's so many different things we can use each week.
Yeah.
So a couple of things you've already picked up on, right? So we've already done the auto scheduler. You're already providing us the images. Seasonal stuff, if there happens to be a seasonal flow with things, but mainly they're your offers probably more than seasonal, right? So you've just got certain things you do as your offers. And you're already picked up on the fact that you can invite people to like the page, and basically by liking things, it doesn't matter what channel. If people like it, it tells the channel that these posts are a little bit popular. So that's the organic ones. So whilst it doesn't mean, it just could mean the difference between 7% of your following seeing it and 15%. You know what I mean? So it's just worth giving it a like, and it doesn't matter whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, or otherwise, right? It's worth just liking as the page and as yourself.
Yep.
Beyond that, what do we got? I think that's the last bit. So, and we, realistically, Hannah's going to be awesome. She'll be all over it, but it usually does take, the first week or two just to sort of everybody starts to realize what we're actually doing and be happy and comfortable and not have too many questions. But if you've got any questions at any time, you just pick up the phone and give me a call, or just reply to the email in Basecamp, right? So you'll only get 2 emails from now. I do the setup post, and I do a planning post, which just basically confirms all the stuff we talked about. Clearly, we've got these couple of videos we can add in there as well. And then realistically, the next time we'll do it is when we're reporting, which is the first week of each month, basically. We just do a bit of a report just to say how things are going. I'll stop record, but then we might just want to sort out. I'll give you my details around Coin and Bartercard as well, yeah?